Winter in Vale, Book 6, April. Chapter 1. Elijah Pressler hurried downstairs, regretting as he did so letting his personal assistant go home early for the day. The pounding on his front door signified some matter he very likely didn't want to have to deal with. Through the glazed window beside the door he could just make out a figure wearing a sheriff's uniform and badge. He sighed. The day wouldn't be complete without some obligatory rivalry between himself and Vale's chief law officer. He opened the door. "Sheriff Dubowski, to what do I owe the—" The sheriff did something very strange. He reached up to his chest and very deliberately removed the badge from his jacket. His eyes were stony, his expression grim. Pressler had only just realized what was about to happen when Dubowski lashed out, seized two fistfuls of Pressler's shirt, yanked him bodily out through his front door, and threw him down to the stoop. Pressler couldn't even draw breath to demand to know what he was doing, the wind was so knocked out of him. "Where's my friend?" Dubowski roared. Pressler coughed. "What?" he managed to get out before Dubowski hoisted him back up and shoved him painfully against the doorframe. "Where is Kurt?" Dubowski rumbled. Pressler coughed again, but the cough morphed into a full-throated chuckle. "Why don't you try that again?" he chortled. "And this time try to be a little more intimidating. I mean, honestly, Keith, I can call you Keith now, right? Because you're a civilian? Or did I mistake the meaning of that oh-so-subtle gesture of throwing away your badge? A sheriff is bound by rules, but now you're not, is that right? Seriously, though, we both know you're too much of a Dudley Do-Right to do anything even remotely morally ambiguous." With startling speed, Dubowski spun Pressler to face the other way and slammed his front against the doorframe. Pressler turned his head just in time so that his face escaped harm, but as Dubowski pressed on his back, Pressler felt his ribcage bending, straining. Okay, I'm convinced!" When Dubowski released him, Pressler staggered and doubled over, groaning and wheezing. "But I still don't know what you're talking about. If Kurt Reiner's missing, this is the first I've heard of it. Why don't you ask that charming, lovable fiancée of his? Amy's dead." Pressler looked up in shock. "What?" Dubowski leaned forward, teeth bared menacingly. "Someone broke into Kurt's home, murdered Amy, and took him hostage." Pressler matched his posture, throwing his belligerence back at him. "You seriously think I would have done that? Had her killed, him abducted? I don't suppose it's occurred to you to suspect anyone else. For instance, I don't know, maybe the serial killer who's been stalking our town for over a month?" "That's exactly what you'd want me to think." "Oh, for the love of—" Pressler threw back his head in exasperation. "The perfect opportunity to commit any crime you want when there's someone handy to blame it on. Believe it or not, even I'm not that opportunistic." Dubowski's lip curled into a nasty smile. It amazed Pressler to see him like this. "Don't tell me you wouldn't stoop to any slimy trick if it would get you elected," said the badgeless sheriff. "If you thought you could get away with it, you'd do it." Pressler gave this serious consideration. "To achieve certain ends? Sure, maybe I would. To win an election? To be mayor of Vale? No, that would be absurd." "Then prove it," Dubowski taunted him. "Drop out of the election." "Done." The response was so prompt, so sudden, that it took a moment for Dubowski to take it in. "What did you say?" "I renounce my candidacy. I'm out of the race. Let me grab my phone. I'll call the deputy mayor and the city council's office and make it official." When Dubowski did nothing other than stare at him, Pressler raised his voice. "Whatever I need to do to prove to you I'm not bluffing, let's do it now so we can start searching for your friend." A few seconds passed before Dubowski, bewildered but still wary, took a step back from Pressler, who with a wince massaged his chest and took an experimental breath. "You bent over backwards to set me up, just to gain an edge in the race for mayor," said Dubowski. "Now you're just giving it up, right when you might have the biggest advantage ever? Why? This isn't like you at all." Pressler reached down, snatched up the sheriff's badge, and tossed it back to its owner. "I always play to win, but only on my terms. My friend might be dead. Playtime is over. Then let's get to work already.